Hi you guys, it's Alyssa and I am back with another reading. So today's topic was requested by one of you guys. This is going to be, what does the universe want me to know right now? I've done a reading kind of similar to this before, a few months ago. But yeah, we're just going to see what happens, where this goes. We're going to have 4 piles of cards to choose from. And we have birthday candles for each of the piles. So for the first one, we've got white birthday candle. For the second one, we have yellow birthday candle. For pile 3, my tablecloth keeps wanting to bunch up. For pile 3, we have red birthday candle. And for pile number 4, we've got blue birthday candle. I don't know how many of you guys do magic or spell work or anything, but I personally, a little tip for y'all, I personally like to use these birthday candles in my spell work. Like if you have something where you need to let a candle burn down all the way, I think these little guys are great for the job, because then you're not sitting around for hours and hours waiting for a full-size candle to burn down. So it's useful if you've only got a little bit of time on your hands. Anyway, so I know not all of you guys are interested in that stuff, so yeah, I will give you guys a moment to think about which pile is calling to you most, and then we are going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1. All right, group 1. Oh, well, whatever. There it goes. Okay, group 1. What does Spirit want you to know? Let me move this a little bit. There we go. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. The first card we have is the Reflection card. Next we have TikTok. I don't know why I'm turning them that way, because I can't see them that way. Oh, yeah. It's been a day, you guys. Reflection, TikTok, we have the 6 of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, we have Judgment, we have Nothing Will Come of the Situation, and we have Balance, Spirituality, and Practicality. Okay, guys, so, this is interesting. It seems to me, right away, the feeling that I get from this little spread is that some of you guys might be, overly concerned about a particular situation. And that's not to say that you shouldn't be concerned about it at all, but it feels like you might be putting more of your energy into it than is actually useful, if you know what I'm saying. So, okay, yeah, I feel like you guys are worried about something. You're worried about something happening or something not happening. You're worried about losing something. You're worried about something that is beyond your control, really. And that's what's making me feel like it's a little bit pointless for you to be so concerned. The Judgment card and the TikTok card, both of these cards are telling me that whatever is going on right now, this is a situation that is divinely guided, okay? And so there's not really anything that you can do to control the course of this situation, how it plays out or whatever. I feel like you're worried about something that you don't need to be worried about. Whatever you're concerned is going to happen, I feel like it's not really going to happen because of this card. Nothing will come of this situation. I don't think this means that what you're worried about is completely non-existent or anything like that. But I feel as though, okay, so let me give you an example of what you might be going through, something that I'm feeling for some of you. Some of you guys, I think, are a bit concerned that maybe, okay, some of you might be worried that there's a particular person in your life is going to walk away from you, that you might lose touch with this person completely, and then you'll never see them or hear from them again, and then you'll be sad, etc. What these cards are telling me is that that's not something that you need to be concerned about, because whatever's happening right now is happening for a reason, and it's just something that's got to play out. Okay, you just have to give it time and the space to play out so that it can come together, like when the time is right. Also, it's kind of like, I feel like with the reflection card, this is basically saying you need to do some introspection. Like, why are you so afraid of this particular thing? Why are you so afraid of, like, losing this person? Or why are you so afraid of, I don't know, whatever the situation is that you're worried about? Why are you afraid of that thing happening? And go beyond just the obvious, you know? Like, for example, I'm afraid of losing this person because I love them. Well, yeah, of course. But there's more to it than that. Are you afraid of losing them because you have created, you have created like a safe place for yourself with that person? Are you afraid of losing them because you're afraid that you might never get to realize the, like, dreams that you have had about this person? Are you afraid of losing them because you are attached to this person as a result of, like, your own, like, projections that you've put upon them? Does that make sense? You have to, I think you have to, like, think really hard about why you're feeling the way that you're feeling about this situation, and then use that knowledge that you glean from doing that to kind of balance yourself out a little bit. We've got two cards here that are talking about balance. So to me, you guys, it really seems to me like you guys are really, like, out of whack because of this. And honestly, I do feel like for a lot of you, this is related to a person that you're, that you really care about. Not necessarily a love interest, but definitely somebody that you care about a lot. And it's kind of like, this is something that, whatever is going on right now, this is something that has to happen so that it can this connection can kind of, like, reset itself, if so to speak. So basically what I'm getting, like, the short message here is that you guys need to break out of this, like, fear-based energy that you're in, because I feel like for a lot of you that's where you're at, and understand that whatever you're afraid of happening, you don't need to be afraid of it, because they're wanting me to say nothing ever lasts forever, okay? And that can be a good and a bad thing, you know? Good things are never going to last forever, but neither are the bad things. So if you are, like, cut off from a certain person right now that you really miss and love, that's not gonna last forever. It's just not. You just have to have patience, and eventually I feel like this thing will come around. It will be renewed, okay? There's going to be, like, a restoration. And in the meantime, I feel like you just have to have patience, and I feel like you guys need to, like, balance yourselves out again. You know, obviously, like, if you meditate, or even if you don't meditate, I think you should practice doing that. Because it's just a really helpful practice, I think, in general for everybody. I recommend for everybody to practice meditation. And do some introspection, and, like, I think if you can identify the root cause of these feelings you're having, then you'll be able to work past them. Okay, guys? Does that make sense? So that's your advice from Spirit right now. I hope that this resonated with you. If it didn't resonate with you, then it's very possible that this just wasn't the reading for you. They're not always going to resonate with everyone who sees them. But thank you for watching anyway. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I see you next time, you guys. I have a special announcement coming up soon, so please be on the lookout for that. And we're going to move on now to group number 2, which was the yellow candle. I'm just throwing them off to the side because they don't want to stand up. So let's see, what does Spirit want you to know right now? What advice does it have for you? The first card is, let me start with this one. The first card is Faith. We also have the Fates in reverse. We have Loyal Heart in reverse. Interesting. We have the 2 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles. Your commitment is being tested and communication is key. So this is interesting. Let me actually move these down here so you can see them a little better. Okay. It's interesting that we have the Fates card popping up here. The Fates card talks about, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It talks about things that are fated. It talks about karma. It also talks about, like, accepting things that you cannot change. In the reverse position, this card really talks about, like, the message here is really like, you know, sometimes bad things happen. Sometimes painful things happen. And we don't understand why they have happened. We don't always want to accept that things happen for a reason, especially when these are difficult things that, you know, cause us a lot of pain. But the thing is that, like, Spirit doesn't throw anything our way that we can't handle. And, you know, sometimes the way that Spirit works is like, sometimes it feels really unfair. Like, why do I have to go through these things? Why do I have to struggle in this way? And I really can't tell you why. But the thing to know here, I think, is that, I mean, basically the message here is that I feel as though a lot of you who picked this option are kind of, I feel like you've been kind of going through some stuff, and you are losing faith in the universe. You are losing faith in Spirit, in the whole process, because of some of the stuff that you're dealing with. And with the 7 of Wands being here, I feel like you are feeling pretty defensive, you know, because you just don't understand. You're not understanding, like, why these things are happening, right? And it just feels really unfair, and it feels like, you know, why me, right? Why me? Why does this stuff have to happen to me? But the thing is, what I'm getting from these cards is, like, you are an extremely powerful person. You are, like, you have a really important purpose in this lifetime. I mean, everybody has a purpose, you know, that's important, but you're meant to do something that's going to help other people on their own paths, right? And I also feel like you're a very wise person, and you guys feel like pretty old souls in general, okay? And I feel as though what you guys are meant to be doing in this lifetime is learning so that you will have the knowledge and experiences to help other people move past their own, or move through their own trials and their own struggles and come out on top, you know, come out wiser and better as a person. Because the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, these two cards are telling me, like, you have your work cut out for you guys. But you have what it takes to, like, overcome these setbacks that you are facing or have faced, right? And with this card, your commitment is being tested. Again, it's this card talks about, like, how badly do you want something, typically. But I think in this particular case, it's more like, this is more of a test of your faith. Not so much your commitment to something, but more of just your faith in general. And the Loyal Heart card, this card talks about loyalty. It talks about, you know, commitment to something. It's reversed, though, which, in the reverse position, this card is more about holding on to something that's not really serving you. So I think that, I feel like what this card is talking about is maybe whatever is going on in your life, or whatever has gone on in your life, maybe the part of the purpose of those things is to help you, like, release any attachments to things that aren't serving your highest good, or aren't going to serve your highest good. Does that make sense? You know, these are general, so, and I feel like pretty much all of you guys that are watching have a different story, because I'm getting a lot of different things here. And I can't address all of them, right? If I address one, like, I feel like I have to address them all, and I can't do that. But also, okay, what this card's talking about is challenging. Okay, this card is talking about challenging you. It's talking about, like, what's happening is a learning experience for you, and it's kind of like Spirit is wanting to challenge your beliefs, challenge your way of doing things, misplaced, like, loyalties that you might have towards people or ideas or whatever. It's basically just like they want you to basically cut out everything that's not serving you, so that you can, like, come out of this like a brand new person. Does that make sense? And so you just kind of, like, they just want you to have faith that all this stuff is happening for a reason. And, you know, it probably seems freaking scary or unnecessary to you, but there's a purpose for this. And with this card, communication is key. This card is telling me that basically the reason for this happening is going to make itself clear to you eventually. Timing for this is going to be different for everybody, but what this card is telling me is that, like, Spirit is going to let you know. They're not telling you, I mean, they're not giving you, like, specific answers right now, but in the future, I think once you've made a little bit more progress on your individual journey, I feel like they're going to give you a more specific answer about, like, what is going on here and what your purpose actually is. Does that make sense? So, I mean, the main message here is to just have faith. Like, just hold on, okay? Because things are going to get better, and it's kind of like a trial period, I feel like you're going through. Spirit wants to know that I mean, they already know, but they want to confirm that you have what it takes to do the task that you've been put here to do. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense, guys. Group 2, that's the message that I have for you. That's your message from Spirit. That's your advice from the universe. I hope it resonates with you. If it didn't, sorry, maybe better luck next time. But these are just general readings, so they're not going to resonate with everyone who feels like they need to watch them. And that's just the way it is. You can see my foot through the table. That's cool. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching Group 2. Feel free to leave me a comment. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this reading resonated with you. Also, keep your eyes peeled for a very special announcement that is going to be coming out very soon, within the next day or two, probably. There's something coming up that I'm really excited about, and I hope you guys will be excited about it too. So be on the lookout for that. And with that said, we're going to go now to group number 3, which I think was the blue candle. I don't remember for sure though. Whatever. I'll have the colors and stuff in the timestamps, so you can just look down there and figure out where you're supposed to be. Anyway, pile 3, what does Spirit want you to know right now? Okay, we have the release card. Oh no, this was actually group 4. Well, whatever. We have the never-ending story. We have Treasure Island, Ace of Wands, Ten of Swords reversed. Yep. Ten of Cups reversed, and the Two of Swords. And then we also have Work Through Your Fears and Expect Powerful Change. So, something very clear is coming through right away, and that is that you guys who picked this group, I think you guys are holding on to something that you don't need to be holding on to. You're holding on to something that's really holding you back. Okay, I mean, the release card, that's pretty straightforward. That's a pretty clear message. There's something that you need to let go of. Never-ending story. This card typically talks about, like, self-doubt, self-criticism, feeling not good enough. In this particular context, I'm getting... this is like something that just keeps repeating itself, something that just keeps happening over and over again. And I feel like whatever this is, it's because you are kind of blocking yourself from moving forward from something. We got the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is about a new beginning and something, something exciting and brand new starting. But right next to it is the Ten of Swords reversed. So the Ten of Swords is about a ending, okay? A painful ending, but an ending nonetheless, an ending that needs to happen. With it being reversed, I'm feeling like this ending is being delayed, and I feel like it's delayed because you're actively delaying it by not letting go of something. And I feel like for a lot of you, this could be about a particular person, with the Ten of Cups being reversed here. This card usually is about like happy home life, happy relationships, love, family, that kind of thing. With it being reversed, again, I feel like this is something that you want, but because it's reversed, it's something that you are being blocked from having right now. And you're blocked from having it because you're clinging to something that is going nowhere. Two of Swords, this is about being locked in a stalemate, okay? No movement is happening. Nothing's going on. So you're blocking yourself from having this thing that you desire because you aren't moving past something that you need to move past from. And like I said, for a lot of you, I feel as though this is related to a person. So there could have been a person that maybe an ex-partner or something, or it could even be somebody that you, like, it never really even got off the ground, but you wanted it to. Whatever the case, I feel like this is somebody that you really loved and you really wanted to be with, but something has happened. Obviously, like, I feel like this connection has kind of been snipped, metaphorically speaking. And that's not to say that this person will never come back, because I think it's possible that they could for some of you. But even if that happens, I think you have to let go of this first. Because if you don't, it's like you're holding on to this energy, you're holding on to this old, stale, stagnant, inactive, sad, like, I think fear-based energy, right? You're not letting go of this person or this thing, whatever your situation might be, because you're afraid to, because it's like, I feel like you guys are kind of being driven a lot by your ego, and like, ego is the thing that makes us hate being rejected, you know, it's the thing that makes us want to be wanted. So like when somebody rejects us that we want to be with, it's like, it's the thing that makes us have a hard time letting it go, you know? It's the thing that makes us refuse to accept it, right? It's like, I'm gonna make this person want me, or I'm gonna sit here and wait for this person to want me, you know, because that's what I want, right? So I feel like for some of you, that's kind of where you've been. But you gotta like break out of that, okay? You've got to let go of whatever this desired outcome is that isn't happening for you, so that something better and something new can actually start. Because we've got two cards here that talk about new beginnings. We've got Ace of Wands, New Moon Eclipse, expect powerful change. These two energies are very powerful. It's like big changes coming. The start of something really new and really exciting, something that's really going to make you feel good. But it's like, it's like some of you guys are just, you know, it's possible. You know, this new thing is there, but it's like, for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, it's like, you're just refusing to look at it because it's not the exact thing that you want. Does that make sense? But I feel like if you let go of, if you let this ending happen by releasing it, letting go of that attachment to it, then I feel like that's when this new thing can start. And that's when you're going to get this wish that you have, okay? And with the Treasure Island card, this card is about abundance. This card is similar to the Ten of Cups. It's like wish fulfillment. It's like getting everything that you've ever wanted. Like, releasing this stuff is the only way that you're going to get that wish fulfilled, okay? It's the only way you're going to get that abundance. Because as long as you're holding on to whatever this thing is, you're just blocking yourself. You're not being receptive to new energies, new experiences, new people, etc. You're not being receptive to anything else coming in. And so you're just kind of blocking yourself from receiving any gifts that are being sent your way. Okay? Does that make sense, guys? And I hope this doesn't come across as me like lecturing you, because that's not my intention here. You know, you're adults, presumably. Oh my god, guys, I can't talk. You're adults, presumably, or you're old enough to know, like, what's up. But that's the message I've got for you, pile 3. Originally pile 4, now pile 3. I think it's funny that happened, because I feel like there might be people who are going to pick option 3 thinking it's going to be something else, and it's actually this. it's actually like this thing that they didn't actually really want to hear about. I don't know. These things happen for a reason. Whatever. Yeah, group 3, that's your reading. I hope that this resonates with you, and I hope you enjoyed it, I guess. Feel free to leave me a comment if it did, and thank you so much for watching. Keep your eyes peeled for a very special announcement that's going to be coming up in a couple of days. Something very exciting is happening, something I'm really excited about, and I hope you will be excited about it too. I have a lot of cool things planned for this channel, and cool things planned like beyond this channel. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope I see you next time, group 3. I didn't put my cards away. Okay. One more. All right, group 4. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. What advice do they have for you? We've got divine timing. Oh my god, we have the soulmate card. We have yin. We have justice. Let me move these up. Justice. We have the 8 of Pentacles. You guys got an extra tarot card. We have the 2 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. And we have a new start is coming and a personal issue reaches resolution. Well, group 4, this is an exciting little spread. Let me tell you why. This is telling me that something you've been waiting on is finally making some progress here. And I feel like for many of you, this is related to a soul connection, because we've got the soulmate card and we also have the yin card, which is associated with like the divine feminine energy. So there is like an aspect of like divine counterpart energy happening here. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is related to like a soulmate or a twin flame, or even maybe even a karmic situation, whatever the case may be. But we have the divine timing card. We also have the Wheel of Fortune, which to me typically speaks of divine timing, divine guidance. So we've got 2 cards talking about that. We also have the Justice card, which again can indicate soul connections. It also talks about balance. It talks about fairness. I feel like a lot of you guys are on some kind of soulmate twin flame journey, and this is something that you guys have maybe been waiting on for a long time. Months, years, who knows. And I feel like a lot of you have kind of, I mean, I'm not really getting the sense that you've been like clinging on to this, waiting for something to happen. I feel like for a lot of you, you've continued to move forward, but you're still thinking about it, you know, which is natural, right? It's understandable to keep thinking about somebody that you are so strongly connected with. You know, that's going to happen. I think for a long time you guys were kind of stuck though on this situation with the 2 of Swords. This is about like being stuck, like locked in a stalemate, very inactive. And with the 8 of Pentacles though, I feel like you guys have done the work. I feel like you guys made the effort to keep moving forward, you know, just keep living your life, because you knew and you understood that that was the only way that this was going to progress, right? If you stopped moving, this situation would stop moving too. I think you knew that, you understood that, and you applied that. There's my legs under the table. Anyway, yeah, I think this is something that has kind of been in the works for a long time. And what this message is really is that the wheel is turning. Some of you guys, it's easy to forget that because from your perspective, you can't see this progress happening. From your perspective, it looks like nothing is happening at all. But what this is saying is that, like, there is stuff going on behind the scenes. You just can't see it from where you're standing. And I think relatively soon of course is a very objective term, but I think relatively soon there's going to be some kind of breakthrough here in this connection, because we've got a personal issue reaches resolution. This is speaking to me about like the ending of a cycle and a new one beginning with this new moon card. A new start is coming. So this could mean that, like, if you're in separation from this person, that there will be a reconciliation. This could mean that you guys are going to just, you know, start on the next chapter or the next phase of your journeys, either individually or together, right? Because there's a lot of this journey we have to take on our own. Okay, and then once we get to a certain point, then, you know, we come together and kind of finish it out as a team, so to speak. But definitely there's something new that's going to be beginning for this connection fairly soon. And like I said, soon is a objective term. It is it subjective or objective? I don't know. Guys, I've been doing readings all day and I'm getting tired. Soon is fluid. It could mean a lot of things. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't remember if I've said this on this channel before, but when I was in college, I started getting messages that somebody really important was going to be coming into my life soon, and soon turned out to be 1.5 years. So, you know, time's not even real. So, like, it's whatever. But it feels like this energy feels present, okay? It's like just starting to happen, okay? Let me put it that way. And then with the yin card, basically what I'm getting with this card is that you guys have been doing a great job so far on this journey, and like, for most of you, the message here is to just keep doing what you've been doing. You know, just keep moving forward, just keep swimming, and remain open, remain receptive to whatever gifts or opportunities or experiences Spirit sends your way. Okay? Because they're only going to be for your benefit in the end. They're only going to be experiences for or opportunities for you to learn from and continue to evolve from. Okay? So, group 4, that was really nice, and I liked it. I picked this one for myself. Sometimes I do that before I start a pick a card. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope this one resonated with you. Also, be on the lookout for a very special announcement that's coming out in a couple of days, hopefully. I've got some really exciting things planned for the channel and for, like, outside the channel. Anyway, I don't want to give anything away yet. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. I'm really excited about it, and I hope you will be too. Thank you so much again for watching. I hope I see you next time, guys. I love y'all. Bye!